Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet. Today I have a video all about these beautiful Roen eyeshadows right here. So I got all of these during the Sephora VIP sale. I actually got a comment a while back asking if I was interested in doing like a video on these, and my immediate response was no, because to me they just didn't look that special, like just looking at it. And I just felt like, oh, it's cool tones, it's neutral tones, it's brown, it's copper, you know, like I don't really need it. But you know, ever since I've seen Mariah Leonard's video on it, and ever since I got that comment, it was just kind of like in the back of my head. And what really like convinced me to try it was that it's now offered at Sephora, and you know, if I hate it I can return it. That's one thing that like really stops me from buying like through independent like sites, because you know, sometimes, a lot of the times, you can't return things even if you just open it. So yeah, I was like, well, the Sephora sale's happening, you're gonna get a discount, also you're gonna get some points on it, and I just was curious to how these would work and if they would blow my mind. And yeah, I'm not gonna reveal too much because you'll find out. But anyway, this brand was created by a makeup artist. Her name is Nikki DeRoast. She's a celebrity makeup artist, and she's like she focuses on editorial fashion based makeup, and she collaborates with a lot of brands such as NARS, Bobbi Brown, Armani, Chanel, Dior, and she's also done makeup on celebrities such as Rosie Huntington-Whiteley and Bella Hadid, Hailey Baldwin, you know, all the it girls right now. And then also the other co-founder is David Romer, who is a New York native and a fashion photographer, and he's been in Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, etc, etc. So seems like right up my alley. Anything that's like kind of editorial is kind of my vibe. But yeah, let's just talk about these palettes. First, I got the 52 Degree Cool eyeshadow palette. It has my finger marks all over it, so sorry about that. But this is not a first impression. I've used these palettes before. I just wanted to show you guys what they look like on the eyes and what my impressions were on. And actually, this is my second time filming this video, because when I originally filmed this video, one of the universal shades on Sephora was sold out, but it came back in stock the last day of the sale. So I hope you guys got it if you guys were trying to purchase it too, because I guess a lot of people were trying to purchase it. But anyway, so this is the 75 Degree eyeshadow palette. This is the warm palette. It has like coppers, browns, and that like light champagne gold color, as well as I also picked up the two Summer Disco eyeshadow palette, or the disco eyeshadows, single shadows, and these come in two colors. One is in this really pretty like gold warm color, and then I think the newest one actually that was the Summer Disco. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the Summer Disco, and this is like their newest disco, I believe. It's just warmer and more sparse and a little bit more dense than the other shadows. And then this is, I think, what they had originally in the disco formula. This is just called the Universal Disco Eye, and this is more of a like silvery toned, like cooler toned disco eyeshadow. So yeah, and this was the one I was waiting on, and I did film this video, but then when I found out this was coming back in stock for the sale, I was like, let's just refilm it. I didn't love the blush I wore in that first video too, so I was like, okay, it's a sign I should just wait for this to come in, and I did, and now we're just gonna do the video. But anyway, so my face is done. I have my blush on, my highlighter on, my foundation my foundation and my eyebrows on, so I'm just gonna do some eye looks for you, show you guys how this works, and I'll just zoom you in and tell you how it goes. So these eyeshadows, this eyeshadow palette, this is the 75 Degree eyeshadow palette, the warm one. This retails for $42, so it's quite pricey for this tiny little palette. It comes in this little, like, I don't know what's called. It's like a very dark silver color. It's beautiful, but it's pretty lightweight. It's not like substantial in your hand, so it doesn't feel very expensive. It has like the Roen logo right there, and then It comes with its own little pouch that also is like a felt pouch, and it has the Roen label there as well. But yeah, let's just go ahead and put these on the eyes. I'm just gonna start with the warm one because I'm wearing an orange blazer and I feel I should go with the warm one because I mean the cooler tone probably would really clash with the orange. But I'm just gonna go into this copper shade all over my eyes. This corner copper shade right here. And just put that all over my eyes. This is like a creamy copper shade with gold flecks throughout. It's really pretty. Smudge this brown color into the outer corner. I find that these two browns right here, this brown and this brown, there's not like that much of a variance in shade that it really makes a huge difference when on the eye. Also, this is a shimmer quad. All of the colors have shimmer in them, but I find that because the base is like a color, it does blend out really well, and it does. I mean, I like all shimmery lids, but I know some people prefer like having a matte, but I don't mind having an all shimmery lid because I feel like it looks really editorial and pretty. And then I'm gonna go into this brown color in the top corner and just, I don't know, just add it for funs because it's there. I'm just gonna blend the two together. Oh, I forgot to mention it, my eyes also primed with the Anastasia eyeshadow primer, which I really like. And then I'm just gonna pop this shimmery gold shade into my inner corner. This look is not revolutionary by any means, but really like easy and wearable for day to day. Other eye, actually, well, let me go with my copper shade underneath my eyes first. And the formula of these are basically like cream shadows. So they're very emollient and very like tacky, but they don't feel tacky on the eyes. Like when you blink, you don't feel like, I don't know, like they're gonna stick to your eyelashes or anything. Okay, and they're really intensely shimmery, as you can see. I'm just gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Okay, and that's pretty much the eyes done. I'm just going to put some mascara on, put a lip color on, and that'll be... Am I gonna focus there? Okay, so I'm gonna put some mascara on, curl my eyelashes, put a lip color on. I'll zoom out and show you guys the finished first look. Okay, normally I would curl my eyelashes, but because it takes forever to completely dry the mascara and then curl the mascara, and I just want to get on to my next look, I'm just going to not curl my lashes, so my lashes are droopy at this moment, but hopefully you can see the eyeshadow better. And this is the first 75 degrees Roen eyeshadow palette on my eyes. So I did take my makeup off the best I possibly could. I'm just gonna go into the cool eyeshadow palette now, and that's the 52 degree eyeshadow palette. I'll show you right here before we get into it. I also did change my top and my earrings just because I wanted to make the look more appropriate with my look, so I'm just gonna zoom you in. Okay, so now that we're nice and zoomed in, you can kind of still see like the shimmer is still slightly there, but I did try to cover it up with my eyeshadow primer. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go into the 52 degree eyeshadow palette now. What is that blue, like slate shade, the same color as my shirt actually. Really close to the color of my shirt, and I'm just going to place that all over the eye. Maybe I'll just go with my finger. Yeah. This leaves like an intense shimmery blue shade. That blue shade is my favorite. This is why it's of the two of the palettes, this one is my favorite, because it just is so freaking stunning and unique. I find that it's kind of hard to find these blue gray shades. I don't know, in palettes it's either leans really gray or really blue, and this is just like right in between for me, where I really what I really like my cool eyeshadows looking like. I'm just gonna blow it out with this purple shade right here. Go on the outer edge. I'm just going to add some of that brown shade in the outer corner of my eye. Go into this coppery shade right here and place it into my inner corners. Blue shade again and go all over underneath my eyes. And then I'm just going to add some more of that brown and purple shade mixed together underneath my eyes. And then I'm just going to do the same on my other eye. Okay, so this is the final cool toned eyeshadow look, the 52 degree eyeshadow. Universal Disco, and this is what it looks like in the pan. Like I mentioned, I've tried these before, so I kind of understand how these work. That's what it looks like in the pan. It's like a light champagne, silvery kind of leaning color. So because I know how these work, I'm going to lay down a shadow first, just because I just like it a little bit better with the shadow for this one. I'm going to go into the Fenty palette and lay down this brown color right here. Just go all over my lid with it. Then I'm also going to add a little bit of this dark brown color and just deepen the color just a little bit. I'm gonna go into the Universal shade in the Summer Disco. I'm gonna go with my finger. I just find these work better with the finger in my opinion. It's a bit grittier than the palette, so yeah, it doesn't gloss up and like crease like the other one does, but it still leaves a really impactful like sheer layer of shine onto your lids. to add just a bit of brown underneath my eyes. Nothing crazy here. Just to tie the whole look together. Okay, and this is the final finished look with using that universal disco eye. As you can see, it's really sparkly and really large amounts of glitter. These retail for $29 each. The universal or the disco eye pots. Okay, I just have one more eyeshadow to showcase for you guys, and that's the disco eye in Summer Disco. So this is like the bronzy coppery shade here. I think what I'm gonna do is lay a color underneath and then place it on top. And I'm just gonna go into that Fenty palette again, just because I really like the browns in these palettes, and I forgot how much I like them until I recently used them. So I'm just gonna go into that same brown shade. Going in with that deep brown shade right over here. Just gonna deepen it up. Sorry, my palette's so dirty. Just because I've been using it, okay? So I'm just gonna go into the gold shade and just place it all over my lid with my finger. And I feel like that will just create like that really pretty bronzy smoky eye. And this is the final finished look using that Summer Disco shade. Okay, let's talk about these eyeshadows. So for the palettes, I really like these palettes. They're really creamy, they're really emollient, they're a bit glossy looking on the lid, so they do tend to crease, but I don't really mind that. I actually think it kind of like adds to the effect of how like cool it looks. So I really like these. I think they're so beautiful, but if I had to choose one, it would be, oh, not this one. Okay, so it would definitely be the Cool eyeshadow palette, because I just love that blue shade in there, and I love the purple, and I love the brown, and I love the copper. It looks amazing on the eye. I don't have anything like this in my collection. These formulas are really unique to themselves, but these colors on the lids, I just think, oh, they're so pretty, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, and that's really hard to come by nowadays, you know. Once you have one eyeshadow, it feels like you have them all, you know, but these really impressed me, and I really wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do, but I really like this. So between the two, if you had to choose one, I would say go with the Cool Tone 52 Degree palette, because it just is like, you know what, sometimes with my skin tone, cool tones can kind of look a little too ashy and not look very flattering, but I felt this was really flattering even on my skin tone, so I feel like it's gonna work well across the board on like all skin tones. It's not gonna be like one of those shades that just look, or one of those cool tone palettes that just look like they wash you out and make you look dead. These like kind of like are intensely pigmented in that, but they still have that vibrancy that make you look, I feel, very good. So if I were to tell you to choose one of the two, I would tell you to go with this one. It just really blew my mind. And so I tried both the Disco Eye and the, oh sorry, This is disco eye. This is the disco eye, and this is the summer disco eye. I can't say the name of these right for the life of me. I've been trying to say it for like 2 videos now, but I can't say them right. So basically, these are the single potted, really shimmery shades. They're a little bit more gritty than the palette formula. They're a little bit chunkier as well. These I'm not completely sold on. I like the way that it looks right now, but I think that like, I mean, it's slightly bigger in size with the sparkle difference. So honestly, I would rather just have like the palette and like have like an entire look. For the price, this is $29. You know, you pay $10 more and you get 3 more shades to work with. Of course, these are gonna be bigger pan shadows, but I don't know. I don't really know how much I'm gonna reach for these, if I'm being honest. And they're kind of a hassle to just like put on sometimes, and they're not that taxing on, you know, what they're not like that hard to put on, but also they're not like the most convenient. So I just have so many like sparkly shadows that I just don't know personally if I think these are so unique that they're worth the $29 price mark. I think the palettes are a lot more unique and like look really intense and really beautiful on the eyes, where I kind of feel like they're worth more the price than these. But I mean, to each his own, you know. If you like big chunks of glitter that don't have like a lot of like under like color, like a base color underneath them, these are more like just sheer pigments of color, like shimmer, then maybe you'd really be into these. Personally, for me, I just like the more smooth, more emollient formula, I guess. So I guess the pros and cons are this, that these palettes, they're a bit creamier, they're a bit easier to apply, but if you don't like a creasy lid, you're probably not gonna like these. And then I guess I understand why this exists, is because if you're looking for something that's like similar in effect but won't do that creasing thing, and you could use another shadow to create that base color, then yeah, I can definitely see why you'd reach for these. I just don't totally think they're necessary if you already like these palettes. Not to say that they're bad at all, I just personally, I think I'd go for a more like subtle glitter on the day-to-day, and I just don't think I'd reach for these as much, but the effect on the eyes are beautiful. So yeah, I think that brings us to the end of my video. I've really been impressed by Roen, if I'm being completely honest. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the brand or if I was going to even reach for these eyeshadows, but now that I've like actually applied those eyeshadows onto my eyes, I'm like kind of upset I didn't try it sooner, because yeah, I was afraid those creamy shadows were gonna be too tacky and like annoying on the eyes and like not worth it. But I definitely do think those eyeshadow palettes are worth it, whereas these, I still like will keep them. It's not like I'm not gonna keep them, but I just totally don't know if it's worth it to have in my collection. But I do like these, and I am glad I decided to try both formulas out. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Roen will come out in the future. I don't know if I mentioned this, but they're also a clean beauty brand at Sephora, so that's really cool. I love when makeup artists come out with makeup products, just because I feel like they do that as a living, so they really know what's gonna work, you know, on the day-to-day and what looks best on people, and they really care about the formulas and how they apply. So I really like it when makeup artists come out with brands, even more so than like when celebrities and like, I don't know, other people come out with brands. So yeah, I'm very excited to try more from Roen if they do come out with more things. But that brings us to the end of my video today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll also be leaving swatches at the end. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, yeah, that's the end of my video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!